Taking a look at this Bitcoin chart as we head into the 30th day of October. Nothing much to see here really, because all it's done is establish that it wants to break past this resistance. This 4-hour time frame has an 18 average of lows rising in at 5,800, moving higher. The 18 average of highs is in at about 59 and change. And 6,000 represents a previous level. If there's going to be any corrections within Bitcoin short term, expect the area north of 58 to 6,000 to be an interesting level. And the statement is that it's probably going to have some interesting moves. But this video is going to be talking about altcoins. I've already went over Bitcoin earlier, and I'm going to go over it again on Monday. And everything you do in this video is within your own risk, own reward, and welcome. Let's start off with Bitbean, BITB. And I sold at 54. I had a sell order in at 63. Would have been nice if the sell orders were a little higher. If I was in the position to do so, well, yay. But you know what? Who cares? I got back in at 45. Sell here, buy back here, sell here, and buy it back again. I wanted to see how long it would take to get back to this previous congestion area. It did not take that long. And it's very common within a lot of these crypto codes for this type of action to occur. Let's move on to Feathercoin, another coin I've been covering a lot in the last few days. And just your normal, everyday kind of stuff where you break out from well south of 1,000 over to 3,000 and then have a retracement to the 18 average of lows, losing 2/3 of your value down to 1,250. Beautiful volatility. And if you're looking for this kind of stuff, how you doing? I've talked a lot in this channel about waiting for downtrends to buy. Maybe a buy order came here and maybe one came in here. You were notified you were buying in at 800 and again at 680. Oh, 800 buy. Well, I might as well stick a sell order in at 12. Oops, sell an order here. Maybe you already have these sell orders in from all the buying that occurred for the weeks and months of prior activity. Sell, 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 sell. And now you can buy, or at least within this strategy, everything sold up here becomes easy to buy back in here. And the daily chart shows just how bad it went down, but all the losses since here, it came back. Now, as far as market reversal, stage 1, band flatten out. Stage 2, you want to establish a resistance level a little bit over where it came from, maybe somewhere up here. Stage 2, come back to the band. It's getting close. It's getting close. Now, normally, I'm not going to use any type of market philosophy on this, other than this is just one of those miniature, tiny codes that is having this type of wild movement. Sell orders are important. We can see exactly why that's the case in here. Vertcoin, I've been covering this one as well. At least this volatile correction is more healthy, as it has went from well over 9,000 back down to 7. So that's only losing like 25%. And I mean only. It still is above this 18 average. Well overextended, but the buyer is still in control of this market. And every single time that you see after a big high that it has these type of correctionary moves, anytime you start to see momentum, you do got to give the benefit of the doubt to the buyers. After all, the trend is higher. Bitcoin Cash, step 1, band flatten out. Step 2, establish resistance. Now, it didn't technically go to the band. However, simply just looking at a very few amount of candles within this time frame, I do realize that this 77 level in here seems to be of most likely importance. The market has fallen from this high south of 95 to about 67. That's a difference of close to 30%. And this could very easily be a nice, decent sized correction. But let's analyze this a little further with the shorter term time frame. One thing to take of note is this really big volume that accompanies this high, sort of like the high volume in which accompanied as well. That's not to say that this market can't have a successful sideways correction, even a sideways correction of some sort of uptrend, or that we're not going to proceed further with what will be higher volume breaking out this one afterwards. But it's definitely a concern when I see this volume matching up within such. Price action has had its price lower. That I'd be a little concerned that it will make a lower high or go sideways for whatever period of time before then maybe breaking down below this level. But yeah, don't count out the fact that you have this high volume on here and there can't be a successful correction after that. But it is also an indication for a top. And Ethereum Classic, like many other alternate coins, has been in a long decline for, well, quite some time now, several months. I've talked about before a 5-month rally, 5-month decline. It'd be interesting if this just happens to be the time of a market reversal. But as the prices are going down lower and lower and lower, this intrigues me more and more to become that of a buyer within these coins, especially when I know that almost all of them at least offer decent volatility for the amount of gain and loss sizes. Situation in here, head and shoulders pattern, when it broke the neckline, it was already down 2/3 its value within such. Because this top is close to 90, the neckline is close to 30, that's about 2/3. Now it's nearing this 50% decline and at about 15. And we're approaching a SegWit coming up for the middle of June. So this could be definitely an indication of the alternate coins with further declines. You see these bearish patterns that accompany so many of them, so many rallies on these that are failing very quickly with them, that it is definitely a possibility that this could keep going lower until such. And I'm really looking to want to get into these coins because I feel it's a very smart, calculated risk-reward gamble to get into them. Of course, for the return of selling them in the strategies that I talk about, entering, okay, sell order all over the place, because technically speaking, these things can have some serious gains over decent, short, like not that long of periods of times, I truly believe. And when I look at the SegWit, I'm learning more and more as I am completing my rookie season. I still got November, December, January. I got like almost 4 months before I'm done 1 full year of crypto trading. But as far as chart reading and analysis, I am more of a veteran when it comes to this type of stuff. But I learned a lot of stuff, so I figured out exactly pretty much how or when the forex happen, how to time it better. Because if everyone is going to be wanting to sell their alternate coins beforehand, then I realize the first 6, 7, 9, 10, or the next 10, 15, 20 days, the market's going to move. But in the periods beforehand, people will sell. So I'm probably going to be looked to be buying before the fork, the hours beforehand. Hopefully the time will work out for me, as it's not 3 in the morning. And then I'll realize that I'll get some large gains even that way, because if you think of the mathematics of, say, let's just assume the fork was happening like momentarily very soon, within the next like 3 days, 4 days. And we're looking at a daily chart here. And it's down. It's been moving down because everyone wants to get in. We're now at, say, 14.7. And there's, say, 40 minutes to go. It's going lower. I'm going to be looking to buy. Now we got 5 minutes to go, and I come in and I scoop in at 13. See, there's going to be gains available by holding Bitcoin. And I'm going to be holding Bitcoins at that time frame. In fact, I'm always going to be holding Bitcoins within it being my base currency as it is. But if I buy at, say, 13 and the fork ends and a half hour goes by, this thing is all of a sudden could be at 17. And the difference from 13 to 17 would be something around the area of 4 basis points. You can get 20-30% gains on so many codes very quickly. It happened the last 2 times with Bitcoin Cash and Bitcoin Gold. And that's what I want to finish this video off on, is that with Bitcoin Gold, because I've been meaning to talk about it about 7 or 8, 9 different times in the last 3 or 4 days. As this, there has no exchange on Bittrex. You haven't even got your codes on there. I remember reading on their site beforehand that they stated that they didn't really trust it. They were going to go ahead and do the fork measures as it was. No, you weren't guaranteed to get your Bitcoin Gold. They were basically stating in that if they get it, you get it. If something works out, like it's a real big scam and they don't get it, then obviously it's a scam. And I don't know what's going on. It's close to a week now. No Bitcoin Gold on the Bittrex account. And on the Hit BTC, I'm guessing on Yobit as well, that even though they paid you, they basically paid, I think, in an IOU form, the tokens in which they are holding. That means that when they, I guess when the hard wallets get the Bitcoin Gold, then they would turn in from those IOUs. But let's put this chart up anyway from the Hit BTC website. And currently it's trading in at 2.4% of a Bitcoin. Very, very, very low. It's been in a downtrend from the get-go for the most part, but down. Very small push here. I don't trust this rally. We'll see. I hope it's good. I really do hope it's good if the coins come, even though I've sold everything on this particular site, as I've sold bits and pieces on different rallies and such, even selling a little bit around 22 and then finishing off in here on the way up. Because if I happen to get my share on Bittrex and I can sell it at a higher price, well, that would be fantastic. But it's almost like you're waiting for a ride that should take like 10 minutes to appear. You're waiting 30, 40, 50 minutes. You know they're not going to come up, or you know you're stood up kind of deal. If that's what it seems like within this situation. And there's been a lot of talk even within Cliff High and the Webbot about a lot of different scams that are going to be coming along the way with these different coins. Something to watch out for. And yeah, so I'll leave it at that. But I haven't really heard anything too much. I do the odd search I do a combination of Bittrex, Bitcoin Cash, not in wallets, and I haven't really found anything. But I search in my wallets. I don't see anything. I don't see it on the exchange. So the more and more I see this, or not see it for that matter, it does seem really scamish to me. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll talk to you on Monday. Bye-bye.